Hello everyone, welcome back for another video. My name is Sage and yeah, today I'm pretty excited because last video was insane. We did face off with a lot of incredible enemies. We had Behemoth, we had Ultima, and oh my gosh, the visuals and the cinematics from those two battles alone were incredible. With Behemoth having Clive and Joshua unite with each other, like fighting alongside each other, the visuals for that were, it was so good. And yes, we faced off with Ultima, and that battle was ridiculous. I definitely was not prepared for how difficult he was. He was telling us where everything started, about where he came from, all the gods, and how they were escaping the blight, and how they created the humans in order to find Muthos, someone who is capable of bringing about a new world. And yeah, it was all so incredible. Just the music and the visuals, it was a masterpiece. So yeah, we did end up beating Ultima, and we destroyed the last Mother Crystal, but it seemed like he transformed himself into a final Mother Crystal. So yes, another Mother Crystal did appear. Everyone, is prepared to die on this mission, even though their goal is to create new life for everyone. I am really looking forward to what we are about to get into. I believe we are really close to unlocking the DLC because I think that happens before the final chapter of the main story. I also definitely want to upgrade all of my powers, all of my weapons and everything. I definitely want to get the strongest weapon before I get into the final battle with Ultima, because I'd be crazy not to. I didn't get to practice because I did want to practice with Odin's powers, but I was watching a few videos online on how it works, and so I think I have an idea of how to best utilize it. So I'm really looking forward to that for this video. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where today's video goes. I know we're supposed to speak with Jill, and then I guess I'll figure out what to do next after that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and yeah, let's get into it. I know I do want to switch up my ability setup, but let me see. Yeah, let me see what I have. I think... Okay. Okay, let's switch this to Odin. I wonder... I'm wondering... Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me switch this one to Odin. Is this going to be the first time I don't have Phoenix? Because I do love Phoenix. Maybe I'll do Shiva. And should I try Bahamut again? Because of his Wings of Light is really good. It's just activating it. I'll try it out. Okay, I shall try that out. Okay, I think we're good. We'll have to practice a bit.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Don't listen. Okay, I think Jill is in our chambers. Mm-hmm.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill.
Oh my god.
You know what I have to do.
The end is coming.
Well, I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
I hope so.
Always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
My heart. My heart. Oh my gosh, it's gonna suck if he dies because they just finally, you know.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Their little romance finally bloomed. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. Yep, they all appeared. They all. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. They all appeared.
Clive? Do you have a moment?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh.
Always.
Wait.
I wanted to give you something.
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. The piece she said you liked best. I told her I used to enjoy needlework, but I didn't think she'd remember.
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
Oh.
When I was very little, I recall my mother telling me that young ladies of the court would give knights ribbons from their hair before they went off to war. I still wear mine, so I made you this instead. Black is the color of eternity. It cannot be stained. It cannot be sullied. It is unchanging, unwavering, just like your resolve. And mine.
Our resolve. May it never diminish.
And may it ever bring you back to me.
Oh.
I will always, always be here.
Thank you, Jill.
That's so sweet. Oh gosh.
What's on your mind, Clive?
Ask about Origin.
Somewhere in the back of my mind.
I always knew it would come to this. It was only ever going to end this way, Jill. Either Ultima dies or we do.
I know.
But I still don't think I'm ready for it. And the thought of what you have to do makes me want to cry. Then cry, shout, scream, laugh, do whatever you feel. Our feelings make us who we are, make us better than Ultima.
Thank you.
But a long time ago I swore that only the stars would see me cry.
And so for now?
I'll save my tears until the clouds part and the heavens return.
Be strong, Clive.
Oh. Yeah, that was one of the things I remembered fighting Ultima. He was trying to break Clive's will. He was getting to his head. And yeah. Very interesting. Okay. Whoa. 2, 4, 6. And then we have a reading table. Let's see. Wait. Hold on. What was that she gave us? Make for Origin. Oh! 1, 2, 3. Okay. Central Valestia. Awoken from its slumber beneath the foundations of Twinside, this corrupted construct now looms over the twins, its form a bruise on the very heavens. I wanted to see what it was that she gave us. Is that something that we use? No, linen. Linen handkerchief. A small square of embroidered black linen gifted Clive by Jill. Curiosities. Okay. Wow. We got a lot of stuff to do. And you guys know I am doing all of it before the end game. In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound's... Something's wrong with Borgle again? Your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me he's not to do with his supply of antelope bones. It's not to do, okay. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime. And it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Oh, okay. And then we also have the Alliant reports. I should also go check out the hunt board, because I remember we have a couple of S rank. I wonder if I should do those today. Oh, let's go check the Alliant reports. Oh, Joshua has a... Dion.
The hour fast approaches.
What do you have to say?
My decision is made.
I should carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. The way he sighed. Your Highness, you're not...
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. You are over hasty as your brother. Oh, you are as over hasty as your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
I await your word.
Okay. Oh, Doris, you have another one. You have one. Wow, so many. What does Otto have to say? Trust you to go and pick a fight with a bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know?
No.
Sid did say the higher-ups wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. Ah, you got me there. And it ain't as if I have anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. But it's that lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto.
Is that right?
Well, I'd better start looking for something else to moan about then, hadn't I? No one around here is bold enough or daft enough to say I'm fit for the knacker's yard, but I sure as hell ain't getting any younger.
Might be time to take a step back.
Let the fledglings spread their wings, young boots. Is it goats? As bright as the inside of a barrel, but his heart's in the right place. And his constant failures never seem to dim his spirits, either. Reckon the same might have been said of me when I was his age.
But if it weren't for Sid...
Giving me the room to fall and a hand to help me up again, I never would have changed. I'd have been the goats leading the goats, Clive, assuming we'd made it this far.
I know you'll do right by us, Clive.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
Under new management. Oh! The one with, Isabel. Lies in the Sand. Duty Undying 2. Oh, Lies in the Sand. Is that the one with Lubor? Duty Undying. Cyril. Lubor, yes it is. Okay, so we have three.
Always something in there.
Is that what I saw here? Lies in the Sand. Duty Undying. And Isabel. Okay. So there are 2 Notorious Marks in that area. Oh, this area is complete. We have 2 in this area. Ooh. Okay, let me check the HUD board very quickly. Okay. There's 4. Dalmekia, Sanbrek. Oh my gosh, what should we do today? Alright, I am... so many choices. Trial and error. Nobody's tool. Where there's a will. Three's Company. Aiming high. Okay, so... yes, we are definitely at the end. I guess these are all the side missions left before the end of the game. Now, decisions. What should I choose? What should I do first? Let me go to Joshua. I want to see what he's up to first. Do his side quest. And then I'll decide what to do after. So, seems like this episode and possibly next episode will be filled with like side quests and Notorious Marks, and I guess, I don't know.
Ah, Clive.
Oh, let me ask about Origin first.
This is it then, brother.
Oh, gosh. Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the founder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
But whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
My friends don't follow me. They spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them. Nor without you, Joshua. I never realized the lips move. Okay. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. Even when we are apart, you were always with me, and I trust you'll be with me, now until the end.
Of course.
Whenever that may be. Okay.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing. It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
Oh.
His will? How and where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Are we gonna
After
go
Kupka
back?
was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father. I'm surprised anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but Would you join me?
Of course. It's our father.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Wow.
Back to Tabor then. Not to be reunited with Yote this time, but with father.
Okay. Let's do it. Eastern Dalmekia. Okay. I am so curious. I'm so... Oh, anything... You know, when Ultima used the people closest to Clive when he was trying to break his will and we saw his father. I actually really miss hearing from their father, Elwyn. I thought I would be able to speak to you. Yeah, seeing Elwyn and hearing him, ugh, I miss him.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Do what? Oh, my beloved sons. I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. Your father, Elwyn. Oh.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
Oh.
But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides.
His sons.
Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
Really?
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
The archive.
Shall we then?
Archduke Elwin's testament. Speak with Archduke Elwin's aide in the repertory. Wow, they are so much like their father. It makes me so proud. Oh, wanting to free the bears. Okay, so we speak with Archduke Elwin's aide.
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
Interesting. Hold on, I wonder if there was an area that... Let me just check the map. Pretty sure I think I explored everything. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me look around here. Lord Cyril, acolytes stationed across Valisthea, reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer to as monoliths following the fall of Drake's tail and a change in the skies. Allow me to present the preliminary findings of our archaeologians' investigations into those monoliths most near at hand. We were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Velcroy, but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat. We will make a second attempt when the wind drops. In Draco's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered among previous relics of the fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigations both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings that might refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. To Maj, Second Order of Archaeologians. Apologies, I just had a snack and my mouth is dry. First Order of Archaeologians, Dalmekian Wing, 53rd Monthly Report. Further discoveries from our acolyte ensconced within the recently displaced mountain dwellers' remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in a receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kuka's Men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they have the deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kuka, but whether he has merely bought their loyalty or if there is some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear. Who is this?
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Interesting.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
I would. Do they recognize
I am
her?
Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields.
Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
Really?
See.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress.
Maybe we can
With his
finish
grace
them.
long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else?
We're gonna find the stones.
Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy.
Wow.
Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
Ooh,
What
another
say you,
griffin.
Joshua?
What else?
Let's slay the griffin.
The griffin your father meant to slay is currently nesting in Titan's Wake, not far from here. Slay it in his stead, and claim the Heartstone that he could not.
Let's do it.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
How far is that? Let's go here. Now I get to really practice with my combat. Okay. Griffin. I wonder how different it is from the griffins that we've...
Eyes peeled,
Fought.
Joshua.
Can I get this? Yes. Oh. I think I remember being through here. Ah, there it is! Wait, can I grab this? Nope.
There it is. The House Rosfield. Too slow.
Oh no! Ah. Oh, I used it up? Okay, wait. Ooh. Oh no! I need to get it to 5.
Too slow.
Okay, maybe. No.
Too slow.
Ah, man, I used it again. Okay. Oh no.
All yours, Torgal.
Oh. Maybe. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh. Damn. I knew it was coming.
Blizzard! Torgal, kill!
There we go. Okay. This one is... Oh man. It was supposed to be next to the...
Torgal, kill! You're finished.
Oh. Okay. Heartstone. Okay.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
I guess we go back. Man, I was so focused on trying to build up the Zanzetsuken. Zantetsuken. Zantet. One of those. Wait, oh, it's up here.
Thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Ooh, we got new bracelets.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault.
Oh.
Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future.
She kind of sounds like Karen.
In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Ah, what a lovely lady. The Founder's grasp.
I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff?
Oh.
Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance.
Oh,
And I
really?
do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
It's interesting. What's her name? Garetha? Sounds a lot like Lady
Come on,
Karen.
He's waiting.
I wonder if the voice actor is the same. Archduke Elwin's Memorial. That is in Hawks Cry Cliff. Where is that? Hawks Cry Cliff would be in Rosaria. Right? Man. Oh, it's so unfortunate Elwin had to die.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Okay, this way, I think.
It's just back there.
Yeah, I mean, the father seems so much like his brother, Uncle Byron. Oh, it would have been so lovely to have them all. Everyone together, except for the mother. Oh, the helmet. Oh.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
That's because you were
No matter
unwell.
how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
And Clive looks so much like him.
I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
I wonder if that will go on our wall of memories in Clive's chambers. What is it? Oh! Oh! He felt him there.
We won't lay you down.
Mm.
Onward then.
Back to the
Onward.
hideaway.
To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Archduke Elwin's helm, worn during his victorious campaign to quell the northern uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. Oh, I remember him saying that. Oh, it does go in the... It does go in the wall of memories. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh. Okay. I'm not opposed to it. Let us go back. I want to check out the chambers. A new missive. Oh, wait, you're back.
Brother, I put Father's helm in your chambers. He should be with you when his vision is finally realized.
Thank you, Joshua. For everything.
Don't mention it.
New missive. I'll do the side quest here at the hideaway first before I start looking around town. I guess this is going to be another side quest filled episode. What is new? Oh, I forgot. Rested a battle helm. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn in his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising, and later laid to rest upon his memorial stone. Now it sleeps in Clive's chambers. A constant reminder of the bravery and selflessness of the man in whose footsteps he and his brother mean to follow. Oh. Wait, how many? Hold on. $11. Okay. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on our heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction. Before we depart from the skies, I would speak on this more in private. Oh no. The Wages of Fate. Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sit upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Joshua. Sorry, I need more back support. Alright. So... I will do the... should I do the missives first? We have 3 of them. Oh, gosh. Oh. Holy cow. Nobody's tool. Okay, I guess we do the missives first. They're all here. In a mood. Oh, is this one about... Oh, this one's about Torgal. Let's do it. What's wrong with him?
What is it this time, Torgal?
Oh, what is it this time? What is it this time, Torgal? Is it Torgal on the rear decks? Oh. I'm coming, boy! I'm coming!
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of Great Krieger.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone bare.
Yes, but how long will it last?
Sorry, my dog just ran towards the front door. Let me just make sure everything's okay. Okay. What's up, Torgal? Look at him. Looking out into the distance. He's deep in thought.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there?
Aww.
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask.
Really?
Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not.
Aww.
Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
But there's still
Let's get that thing
something.
off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
I was like, the
Indeed.
first time he growled at
You
him.
miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Where to?
Quick, can't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Wow. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Does Clive talk back to her? I don't think so. Are we going to the deck? To the, what's his name? Ouroboros?
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen herself.
Where does he want to take us? Are we going back to Rosaria?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking
Aha,
west,
Rosaria.
toward Rosaria.
Back home.
Why don't we try the rookery?
The rookery?
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
Wow.
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
What's his soul day? Make for the mooring outside Port Solday. Ooh, okay. I wonder what it is. Can you imagine if there's a female? A female boogie? I'm just kidding. Joshua! Boat? Oh yeah, we're going to an island, right?
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
It's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare make me.
I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Where to? Ooh, I can feel it on my controller. Oh, that's so cool.
This place hasn't changed at all.
Mist.
The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Aw, with the lullaby
Race you
song.
there. I bet I could still beat you.
I'll race you there. Sorry, I'm exploring around. You can go. You can go before me. I gotta find all these goodies. Is it like a little tree house that we used to play in as kids? It is? He wants to go down memory lane?
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
How cute. Is there something there? Did they hide something in the wall? Oh, look at Torgal.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
A sword?
This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? Sparring sword.
Oh, is that what we learned? Learned how to fight?
Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you.
Gosh, with that song, my heart.
For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Oh my... Oh my gosh.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Ah. Oh, that's so sweet. Is there something else?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
He's like, there's something else I gotta show you.
All right, all right. I'm coming.
Hold on! Hold on! Can we actually go back up? Yes, we can. Wait, let's go back up. Ah! It's always lovely to see them when they were younger. It's so endearing. And then to see baby Torgal. That's so cute. You need a pet.
That'll feel good, boy. I think I know where we're going.
Okay. Where are we headed? You can see the castle. Imagine if there are others like him. If we heard like a howl.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Ah. Man. Between this one and the one with Elwyn. Oh, my heart. Going down memory lane.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
Let me just make sure. What is that? I see something blue over there. Oh, Ultima's I could practice, right? No. Wait.
No mistakes.
Ah, darn. Oh, no! Can I get it? I already forgot my buttons. Oh, wait.
All yours,
Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot my got my buttons. What the hell? Back to the chambers. First, I guess we're gonna collect most of, or maybe all the rest of the items here for the Wall of Memories, since we're at pretty much the end of the game. Charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by Torgal in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion and hidden at Clive's original hideaway, the Rookery. It is a reminder of who Clive once was and who he has become, as well as of the unbreakable bond between lifelong friends. Okay. Jill. Forgot Jill was there. Okay.
tells me this is no mere adventure story.
I'm guessing this one's gonna take a while. Speak with Vivian. I don't remember what the passage said last time I read it, but I wonder if it has anything to do with us, like, finding more information. It's interesting everyone's just standing around. Okay.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
I got it. Okay, speak with Hippocrates. I love how enthusiastic he is. Oh! Uncle Byron has one too. Okay.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Clive, my boy.
Apologies. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet
What does
I
that
gather
mean?
did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible.
Oh, really?
The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Oh.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known.
Ha, that's why.
Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he, too, has turned. But, though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery.
Oh, there's a copy of it.
By some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
We are going right now. But first, let me check.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might
It's like a little conspiracy theory. This secret organization that we know nothing about.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Origin. Is that the new Mother Crystal? A vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. Oh, lay dormant for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction and leaving bleak black skies in its wake. It eerily resembles the Mother Crystal. And that is where Ultima is at its strongest. Okay.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open. Good morrow to you, my friend. Having never visited, I cannot tell you exactly where in Garnick my friend's lodgings lie, but he did mention they were some distance from the road.
Okay.
I make no guarantee that you will find what you seek there, only that it is the best and perhaps the only place left to look.
Ask about Origin.
Ah, yes.
You have arrived at a solution then. Dion will carry us.
Indeed.
A feat befitting the final act. I congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it. A feat in itself for a man of my years. But to be serious, it is no small thing to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course. Are you certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
And do what you must. Okay.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, thank you, Hippocrates, for even existing. Right? He's such a kind soul. The dog race. Yes, okay, this is the area I was thinking of when I read Vidar Grace. Okay. Oh, you know. Where was it? Here. Oh, it's not open yet. Was there anywhere else that was open or that has opened to us that I haven't explored yet? I don't think so.
Good girl.
Oh, Akashic. Let me not. We've got lots to do today. Oh, are we going to the little village? We are.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
A bookworm. Oh, let me just grab these collectibles. 30 gil. I'm rich. Potion. Wait, I wasn't able to enter this last time, right? No, I wasn't. Oh, goodies, goodies. Hold on, let me look around. Ooh. Okay. So what is this? Royal Intelligence Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Gaymergirl at 873V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvise weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Hare for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
A complete botany of Banes. Aterfrotida. Aterfoetida. Okay, yeah. Or tail of wyvern. Tail of wyvern, white of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oak. Oh, is that how they did the bear's tattoo? Skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gallus passing toxicant. That a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. Oh.
His interests were certainly varied.
Oh, wait. Tail of Wyvern, was this the thing that we needed to find to help remove the bear tattoos? I don't remember. I did remember that it is dangerous to remove it and that it was extremely painful. The folklorist's fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit of sprite appears more often in Valencia folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. Yeah, usually their wings are smaller in comparison to their bodies, right? And yet there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole, whose feet do not touch the ground, among the beasts of the realm. And the illustration beside the name? Why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. We have some at the hideaway. Or we have one. Okay. From a distance, Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the fight magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves. Oh, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. The church. A volunteer army. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valastian people. Wow. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valastia came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. It is a well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Interesting.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
I'm sure we are going to be faced with some maybe the organization we have to fight, right? It's not going to be that easy. Of course not. Nothing's ever that easy. Of course not.
Leaving so soon, stranger.
Suspicious character.
We've been watching you.
Aha!
From a distance, so to speak.
Wow.
Subtle.
Look at the jewel.
I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Where did you pop up? Where did they pop up?
Let's see, shall we?
Oh no! I meant to use this. Wait, no. Wait, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I need to practice. I need to practice, Wait. Oh, gosh. Oh!
All yours, Torgal. Let's try.
Come, hit the rod.
Now, Torgal.
Woo! I guess I can build. Well, build my Zansetsuken. Even though he's almost dead. It's kind of interesting that they want to destroy the book. They don't want anyone to know the true history of the bearers because the government, the Valestian, all of Valestia, don't want the bearers to be in any sort of power because they are naturally gifted with the power of the crystal. Very interesting. Do we fight him?
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you.
Or are they saying it's not true?
There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it.
He just magically disappeared.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Huh. Yeah, I guess it also depends on personal experience. Everyone perceives things differently, so I'm sure the way that non-bearers perceived what happened is completely different from how the bearers perceive what happened in the past. So, I wonder if they know where the hideaway is, if they've been watching for a while, or maybe they only watched us while we were at Ash.
Vivian, I found it. The book you lost.
No mention is made as to the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously. It is impossible to say.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded.
Because she's found her
Perhaps the result of
tribe.
studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Interesting. Scholar's bonnet. Oh yeah, see, we're getting a lot of these curiosities. Vivian Nighttail's scholarly headwear awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of the... Okay. Nice. A new quest is available! Oh, we got more... a new one. What is this one? The Wailing Banshee. Oh, we were just there. Garnick Walud. Should I do that since we were right there? We were right there. You know, I know where it is located, so it's easy to find. And I could use a way to practice. Okay, first of all, I do need to know what I put my gear as. I mean, my abilities. Lightning Rod, Dancing. Okay. Okay. Is he here? Yes! Ah! Izamalook. She's the Banshee?
Harmon's madness lives on.
Okay, what do I do first? Okay. Come on, come on! Here we go.
Nice try.
All yours, Torgal.
Oh, gosh! Okay. Alright. 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 Right. No. Oh, wrong one. Oh no, I'm trying to. Oh no. Okay, fine. I'll wait till. Woo! Oh no.
All yours, Torgal. To me, boy.
Woo! Wait, what am I doing? Oh! Okay. Oh no, I should have used the lightning rod. Oh well. No. Oh, got her! Sweet. Sweet. I'm getting there. Practice makes perfect. It's just trying to remember all my moves, man.
Rest in peace.
Cool. Let's grab this again. Is it more gil? I'm rich! And I guess I could get this potion, right? It must be the potion. Yas. Alright. Yay, we got a little Notorious Mark. Man. I'm gonna have so much doing the Notorious Marks during the NG plus Final Fantasy mode. Oh, yes. Now, let's go see what's up with Jill. Because I believe that was a side quest with, Joshua. And I'll check the wall of memories when I collect more. A fine hound! The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about the hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of cuckoo nuts. You do get to remember that. I do pet him, Madam Karen. Oh. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion. Ooh. Hold again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul. Oh, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Aw, that's sweet. That is sweet. Okay, what is up with Jill? Let's see if we could help her somehow.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Joshua is near the front. And then I'm sure we have to go back to Jill. Joshua!
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
Aww.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course.
Go back home?
Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
That's cute.
I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Ooh. 3 reads. Hawks Crack Cliff. Let's see. I'm curious. Is that it? There aren't any
This
left?
is the place, but...
Yeah, no daisies.
I'm sorry, Clive.
Time to find a different area, maybe.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking.
Yes, let's scout.
Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Backyard. What's his name?
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
I was gonna say the guy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what's his name? The guy who.
Say what you will.
The guy who asked us to catch that marble. Oh.
This should tide us over until the new moon.
His name evades me. Oh no, it's someone else. Frederica?
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps?
Royal Meadows?
Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrek.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Oilefeist?
The shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Ooh.
The winds that blow across the Royal Meadows from Oilefeist Bay are strong indeed. Strong enough for snow daisies, it seems.
Oilefeist... Northreach. In... the Vale. Aha.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
The way things are going.
No, I think I have to go through here.
To defend the town soon.
I would speak with this Duke.
I would
Saw the captain
speak with
just
this Duke.
Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in.
Oh, I forgot about... Yes, we have to go to the Vale. One of them. What are you guys looking at? Oh. I'm curious.
How long will it take to repair Caernarvon?
That depends, your lordship. Much of the fort will need rebuilding entirely.
Mm-hmm. That's a big raptor. Let's fight it. I just kind of want to build this up so that I save it for something else.
Kill!
Oh, okay. Okay.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
It's on this side.
Yeah!
Here. Oh, we got a lot of... we have a lot of enemies to fight.
Look, brother.
You see them?
I do.
Ah!
The flowers and our friends.
Ah! Okay.
Go, Blizzard! Let darkness fall!
Here we go. I should get all of them. Sweet. Uh-oh, something else.
What do you see, boy?
Ooh.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
All yours, Borgo!
Damn. Yeah, you know, I am dodging. Am I too far? Ah.
My strength is yours!
No, I'm not close enough. Gosh darn it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
All yours, Borgo! Let darkness fall!
Oh, new enemies! Hold on, I just want to see. What enemies are we talking about? Oh. Okay. Get all you suckers. Ooh, sweet! Okay, I'm sort of getting used to Zantetsuken. It's usually executing it that I have trouble because
That was harder than I expected.
switching back and forth to his sword and Gungnir, is that what it's called? Look at the days!
Found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Oh, it is so beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, I would be happy too.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Let's go find Jill. Oh, we're gonna have a little romantic moment. Oh. Jill and Clive at the meadows, surrounded by flowers.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
Oh my gosh, that's so freaking sweet.
And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
How would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme? How would you fancy a trip?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits.
Aww.
In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother.
Oh, gosh.
But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
They never do.
Nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Wow, they are quite big. Did she make a little crown? Ah! It's like my little hippie heart.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that...
Ooh, I like the version of this song.
How terrible the night. Dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins.
Somewhere out of Valistia?
After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then... that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Oh my gosh.
as much good at garlands. But it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
That's going in our chambers!
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Oh gosh, darn it! Aww! My heart! Oh, I love it.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Man. These... Ooh, Shiva's Kiss reduces diamond dust cooldown. These last few side quests have been pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It's getting me all in my feels. Joining hands with Jill. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Ah, so now we got Jill and Joshua. Echoes of the Fallen questline. A new questline, Echoes of the Fallen, is now available by speaking with Karen at her stall in the hideaway. Oh, we got the DLC! Holy cow! Holy cow! I'm not going to do the side quest. I mean, I'm not going to do the DLC today. I do want to get rid of all of the side quests before I do the DLC. And then after the DLC, we go straight to the last chapter. Hold on, my heart needs a moment. Okay, let's head back. A new missive. And Echoes of the Fallen quest is available. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Oh my goodness. The greatest gift. It feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. The afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure, but somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I will never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me. The half that makes me whole when times are darkest. You are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. Oh my gosh. She writes just like how I write. When I feel deeply for someone, I love to write handwritten letters. And this is the kind of stuff that I would say. Oh boy. Okay, where is my Clive? He needs to be here in my life. Okay. And then after...
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
And after this, I could start looking at the side quests around the hideaway and around Balestia. Did I just yawn? Okay. yeah, and Uncle Byron. He shall be my next one. My next side quest.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Oh, that's right, Dion.
But I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages
that was the
agree
flower.
That even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace.
The white flower.
Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled.
That's right.
Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
I didn't realize that. That's what, that note in that little abandoned town that we were at, the note that talked about the wyvern tail. Where was it? Oh, when we were here, right? That side quest. When we were looking for the book for Vivian. I kept thinking wyvern tail, I kept thinking the dragon, and didn't realize that it was the flower. But I think I was right about it. Search for, oh, okay, here. I think I was correct in thinking it was the flower used to remove the bearer tattoo. Do I need... I could use the high potion. I think this is high potion. Yay, 2 high potions. Thank you so much for your generosity. thank you, thank you. Oh, it's all the way here.
Oh, here.
Okay. We've got a ways to travel. I like the zooming out. You can see how small he is. Or how big the bridge is. How long. I'm just curious. Come on, Jill! Come on, Jill!
Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Oh, here.
No holding back.
Ah, okay.
Vogel, kill!
Oh, sweet. No, wrong one. Oh, okay, I got it. Well, I don't need to use anything. Huh? Where did you come from? Is it this? Oh, yeah, here. Whoa. So they look different.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Deliver the wild. Okay. We go back. Hippocrates. Yes.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
It would really suck if it was the wrong flower.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Oh, righty, Dion. I'm sure Dion doesn't blame Hippocrates for anything.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
Not quite.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Hippocrates? No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done.
Oh, see, now he blames himself.
I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt.
But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Wow. The children. It looks so much larger inside. Why does it seem larger?
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
Oh, he thinks very highly of you.
You'd be surprised.
Wow, they both think that the other sees them.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the
so
roots
sweet.
of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
Aww.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Aww.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Geez, can I not get emotional with these side quests, please?
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
Nigel! That's his name.
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill.
Ooh.
'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
And write down your adventures.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
It's very interesting that both Hippocrates and Dion. Yay! Perceived as though the other were disappointed in them. Hippocrates thought that he let down Dion, and Dion thought Hippocrates saw him as a monster that has murdered everyone. 2 for aiming high. I wonder if one of this has anything to do with that suspicious character in our hideaway. Are we ever gonna find out who he is? Because it's really bothering me. Three's company.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
He makes me so happy.
Intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
Clive, my boy.
I've done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are 2 key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. but I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion.
Field Marshal.
Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally.
He's the only...
As luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Only one alive?
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes.
What's his name?
And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's
Eugen?
the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No.
Thank you,
Clive.
What's his name again? Eugen? I would have said Eugene. But I guess since there isn't an E at the end.
Don't worry, my boy. Rutherford is in Randalar this very moment, singing your praises to all and sundry. They'll adore you.
Okay. Okay. Oh, back in Bucklad. Bucklad. Wait, can we speak to... see how she's doing? No, Theo. Oh, Theo.
What brings you to the caravans today? When we fled our childhood home,
we left behind not only our family fortune, but the names our parents gave us. I became Eloise and my brother Theodore. We had nothing to our new names but a hatred of the system that would have seen my brother enslaved. That hatred also gave us a purpose. We swore to save not only Theo, but others like him. In order to make good on this ambition, we would need two things, money and trust. We found work and saved the money we needed to begin buying bearers their freedom. We told them that their lives were their own, and that they could stay with us, and we would feed them and house them and pay them for their labor. Or they could leave and we would grant them safe passage to wherever they wished to go. And that way we engendered trust. Once earned, that trust proved nigh unshakable, so much so that most chose to stay with us, but it was always Theo they trusted the most. They loved him.
I loved him.
And I shall continue his work, our work.
Did I tell you
that I found a map of Pashlog among Theo's things? He had written some words in the boundary, a new dream for when the nightmare ends.
That was what he wanted.
An end to the torment that bearers the realm over have long been forced to endure, a new beginning. Theo lost his life in pursuit of that dream. It falls to those of us who remain to see that it lives on.
No matter how hard it might be.
Or how long it might take, I will make his dream a reality.
The Dominion has fallen.
And Bucklad's streets now echo with the cries of those fleeing its destruction and the bitter objections of those forced to take them in. And things seem likely only to get worse. Aetherfloods continue to swallow great swaths of the Republic, and it grows harder every day to disagree with those who say the end is nigh. But what is the end of the world as we know it, if not an opportunity to create a new one? Our work is only just beginning.
The Crimson Caravans must set an example.
We must use the skill, strength, and knowledge Theo and I learned over all those years to see that all who come here continue to be fed and watered. If there is nowhere left to run, then we must ensure that the place in which we find ourselves is a place of refuge for all.
It is our job to keep the hope alive.
If you don't, who else will?
Take care of yourself, Clive.
You too, Eloise. I hope you're doing better.
Do you see that too?
Oh, pfft. I was like, what are you guys looking at? Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, the scholar!
There are many variations of the Zemeckis legend, but almost all agree that man was punished for presuming to set foot in the sanctum of the gods. Some describe it as holy, others heavenly, which is to say, of the heavens. Could it be that the baleful mass that now glowers over us is this very sanctum? Have the gods returned to pass judgment upon us once more?
I liked him. I remember him. We had to save him every time. And his scream was hilarious.
Keeps it in the air. Why doesn't it fall?
You go tempting fate, girl.
Don't ask me.
Don't you go tempting fate, girl.
Oh, please. Just make it stop. Make it stop.
Hmm.
I'm scared.
It's all right. I'm here.
Yeah, no one knows. No one knows what to do. Everyone is desperate for survival. Oh, it's over here. What is going on?
Rutherford, can it?
Is he not able to enter?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
I don't need your help.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Finish him. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm getting everyone.
You're finished!
Finish everyone! Oh, that is nice! Sweet!
A little longer than I'd have liked.
It was trying to build that Tetsuken, you know? Tetsuken.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Hmm.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My Lord Marquis, Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together, even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Wait, who is it?
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Oh, is he talking about,
An envoy.
who was our shield?
Not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience.
Oh, who's the guy who was our shield?
Someone like Quentin.
Oh.
I hope I can convince him at least.
I was not thinking him. I was thinking, what's his name? Oh my gosh! The Rosarian shield that protected us when we were younger. I was meaning to visit Quentin. Thankfully, we got to go. See how everyone is doing. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, I can't remember names today. Uncle Byron's gonna be, see, I told you so. My nephew is just trying to help. You guys doing okay?
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That justice was done. As for us survivors, well, We've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
Hmm.
We may be bruised, we may be battered, but we won't stop fighting.
Master Quentin needs us now more than ever.
Thankfully, the ether flood hasn't come this way.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now. Wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Everyone okay?
Quentin's gonna build us new Lost Wing, and I'm gonna help.
Quentin.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then.
Propose.
Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about,
I'll watch over
we'll
it.
see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
He doesn't want to leave.
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Indeed.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Thank you, sir, for convincing Quentin.
Any statesmen we speak with are liable to resist our entreaties if they feel that what little power remains to them is at stake. They must be dealt with skillfully. I shall not repeat the errors of my past.
Reckon Master Quentin could argue an egg back up a hen's quim if he set his mind to it.
I just like how they're standing right in the middle of their conversation. Oh my gosh, I still cannot remember who I'm thinking of. Sir Wade! Oh my gosh. That's who I was thinking of, Sir Wade.
Uncle, I bring good news.
I bring good news.
The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
At the manor? Ooh.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
They like to bicker.
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
He wants to beat his butt.
He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
He's ready to lay hands.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
I like how they bicker, those two.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
Clive is glowing.
Thank you, Uncle.
Man, look at that skin. Wow, can you imagine Valisthea? All the nations united. Tri-Unity Accord signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Sanbrek. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. I guess the only one missing is Waloed. Right? I think so. Obelisk. Does he have anything to say? Oh.
Sorry. Can't take you where you need to get to. But the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
Okay.
What do you think that thing is?
It's a damn distraction, is what it is. Now back to work.
And how the hell is Sid gonna deal with that?
It's a damn distraction. Wow, we got 4 more at the hideaway. Let me check. Let me check my chambers real quick. I don't think... No, there's no side quests left in the missives. Before we depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with Master Hippocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from my eternity of recompense. Safe returns. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I am ashamed that for far too many years I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple. Sorry about the chickens. So simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page that quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included. Now let me check this. Let me see how many we have left. 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 left. Snow Daisy Garland. A fragment, okay, sorry, the chickens are so loud. Snow Daisy Garland, a fragrant diadem, hand-woven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of... How's it pronounced? Oilafest Bay? The garland rekindles memories of a more innocent time and speaks of a love that can never fade. The Tri-Unity Accord, signed in Port Isolde by representatives. Sometimes, okay, I thought I heard it originally pronounced Isolde, but then recently they pronounced it as Port Isolde. Okay. By representatives from Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Sambrec, this mutual... Oh, Clive, yawning. Signed in Port Isolde by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Sambrec, this mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. Yes. Stolas Quill, Losman Hippocrates' best loved writing implement, whose ink has penned many a learned tome. It is said that the long quills of the Stolas become imbued with the wishes it hears over its long lifetime, the words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So should the day come that Clive puts down his sword and picks up the pen, he shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in writer's block. Wow, I like that sentence. He shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in writer's block. Scholar's bonnet. Oh, this is from Vivian. Vivian Ninetail's academic cap, awarded to her upon her graduation from the University of Canver. Now Vivian shares her learning with Clive, the gift of the bonnet serving as a pledge that so long as they remain together, her knowledge shall be as much his as it is her own. Okay. Now... let me check the Patron's Whispers, but I just want to see how many of the side quests we have left. 4. So we have 7. I am going to try to do as many of the ones at the hideaway first, and then most likely I will leave these side quests from the rest of Valistia for next episode, as well as doing the... I think I'll do the Notorious Marks, and possibly a couple of the Chronolith trials. I'll see.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Ask about recent events.
It's not true.
Is it, Clive? The world can't be ending, can it? We were struggling before the skies went dark, but now? I can't imagine how we will bear it all.
We've lost so much already.
When will it be enough? It will end, won't it, Clive?
Come to claim your just desserts?
I sure have. Kenji gloves.
Here you are.
What is that?
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thank you. Wait. Is there one more left?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
We have one more left.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Oh. Gear. Lightning rod. Let's see. Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Okay. Let's try it. The Founder's Grasp. Ooh. Okay, let me see how many of the hunt board Notorious Marks I have. Because I will definitely focus on that next time. We have 4. S rank, A rank, A rank. Okay. Haha. Haha, that shall be fun. Okay. Let's do no, this one. He's closest. Cursebreaker.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Sure thing.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
Northreach?
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Trial and error.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Somewhere closer. Yeah, we've been all over the place so far, haven't we? I didn't even bother to see where...
There might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I didn't even bother to see where the... Notorious Marks are located. Because if there are any here...
And what can I do for you?
I could easily do them.
You've a keen eye.
Thank you.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you.
I'm nervous.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
Ember.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse-breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
Not yet.
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
Let's hope nothing happens to you. Last thing we need is for him to get killed.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Even now, the capital has moved. The Empire keeps the watchtowers overlooking royal meadows and the Sea of Grace manned. But only by a skeleton crew. It's a trial, not a death sentence.
Okay. Okay. I guess we can get ambrosia.
Good girl.
Okay, I was like, where's Joshua?
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Let's... Oh no.
Or maybe not.
Oh no. I was gonna say, I hope he succeeds. Oh no.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Oh, he's too scared.
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Is he frozen in fear? Probably. Darn it. Oh no. Oh no! Well, no. Okay, I didn't mean to use that. I did not mean to use that. Almost dead. Okay. Went a little overboard.
Ember.
Does he have any fighting experience? Where did he go?
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
I'm guessing he did not pass, but maybe he could be trained. Oh, he hasn't returned.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job?
Here's the book.
I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, Hare. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
He's like, you cheated. You know who he looks like?
This won't be an easy decision.
He looks like the young version of... What's his name? Kenneth? Was he the first cook at the original hideaway? I think so. Kenneth? Was that his name? But yeah, the original cook from the first hideaway is what he looks like.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial.
Oh.
From what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
It's my decision? I mean, he did do what he was tasked to do, but it seemed like he cheated, didn't he? He used us in order to... I feel bad saying no, though. I feel like he needs to do it again. Do it again without us intervening, but I'll say yes.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril.
Exactly.
All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true.
Yes, he needs training.
This time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't.
And I guess he's got one.
Sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
He's determined indeed.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
That's funny. Pile drive. I do like pile drive.
Sid, I wanted you to know. I will be taking personal responsibility for Ember's combat training. And I will not let you down.
Another side quest just popped up. Silver linings. It's like never ending, isn't it? Okay, Doris. Wait, was there something else I needed to check?
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master.
Oh.
Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
Oh.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's tool. There has to be survivors.
How long has it been since the jailers of Balmung abandoned their charges? Without food or water, they won't last long.
Okay. What is... Okay. Here. Oh, you can see the Akashic. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, but it's still not open yet. I just realized where it was that we had to go to. Wait, can Ambrosia go up? I don't think she can, right?
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
Okay, I can't go. I wonder if it's going to unlock this area.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Oh, it opened up. Wait, do I go through here? Use key. Wait, hold on. Or do I go through here first? Oh, it finally unlocked. Oh!
All yours, Torgal. Down, Torgal!
I didn't mean to use it though. I was just trying to get it to 5. Balmung Dark. Writ of Designation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison, and I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
It's still here, isn't it? Oh, whoa. Do I want to look... Oh, I saw something there. I do want to look upstairs.
Kill!
Okay.
Shiva!
Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. Ooh.
They were
as a
feeding
meal.
bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
Holy cow. Okay, let me look upstairs. Oh, I didn't even get this one. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that the bearers' captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluder lives.
Minimal loss of Waluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Okay. I wonder if she has the key or something to open the other gate. Oh, hold on. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Oh.
Kill!
Oh, we can enter in here. Ooh. Oh, it's just this part. Oh, so these are all prisons.
Time to fight.
It's over!
Yes, you're finished. Finished, I tell you. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I hope we fight the beast.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
Did you find a key? Yes.
But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment. If we don't find any survivors, we've risked our lives for nothing. Take care. That creature might still be here somewhere.
Oh, I am definitely hoping it is. I must fight it.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Search the east wing. Oh, there's a kid!
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Oh, there she is. Hold on, let me look all the way.
Who are you?
Well, she's been
There's
here
no
all
need
by
to be
herself.
afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
She's the only
It was
remaining.
worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Where's the beast?
You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Roderick send you?
What?
Oh, he's still alive?
He fought the monster. Distracted it
Oh,
so it
no.
ran away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he?
There's others.
Be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
The monster.
Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Gladly.
I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson.
Oh my gosh.
You're safe now.
It looks like...
You won't let it hurt you.
It looks like Behemoth.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live.
Wait.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
It looks like Behemoth. Ooh. 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 Oh, and it's a Notorious Mark. What the curse?
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Man. Oh, he's gonna stomp on me. Wait. Oh! Oh no!
Nice try.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh. Ah! It is Behemoth.
Help me, boy.
Oh my gosh. No. I guess I can't get out of the... Yo, I'm trying to get that 5.
Nice try.
Okay. Get out of the way.
I needed that.
Kill!
Nice try.
Now, Torgo!
Okay.
Now, Torgo!
Yeah! Oh no!
Torgo, kill!
Oh gosh! Oh jeez. Okay. Okay. Oh! Oh man, I was ready to do the whole set. I got it. Wow, that was much shorter than I expected. But I ain't complaining. I wasn't even finished with my whole stagger setup.
Finally. me.
Wow, that's what they fed the bears?
Sid, are you hurt?
I mean, that's...
I'm fine. I think.
That's who they fed. They didn't feed the bears, the monster. They fed the monster.
No.
Oh no.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways.
I meant to say that they fed...
He was here.
The monster, the bears.
Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
I can't believe they expected the bears to survive facing off with that thing.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Hare Marie.
Hare Marie.
That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hare Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
At least there was one survivor. Is this her?
There's so much food in the hideaway. Sometimes, in my cell, my tummy rumbled so loud that Chadwick would sneak me some gruel from his bowl. I miss him. He would have liked this place.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the video for today. We did a ton, but we still have a lot more to do for next video. So I definitely want to take care of the rest of the side quest, and I also want to do the Notorious Marks. I believe we have about 5 Notorious Marks available and about like 6 side quests left. So before we start the DLC, I'm going to try and acquire the what's the sword? The Gorotambarong? So I will see if that's possible to do where I'm at before the DLC. But yeah, I enjoyed majority of the side quests today. They were just so touching. A number of them were quite emotional and had me feeling sentimental. But those definitely are my favorite types of side quests. But yeah, I am looking forward to the rest of the side quest as well as the Notorious Marks. And hopefully I can acquire that sword. I would love that before starting the DLC. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye!